To be honest with you, if I have to speak for myself, yes. Um, I want to see myself retiring in Dodger blue.
Excited to have Kenley Jansen, closer for the Red Sox, on the show. Kenley, great to have you on, man. How is the season going?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. How you doing this season? How's everything going for you? How you feeling physically? And how excited are you to be on a team that is making some noise?
Well, first of all, I feel great, man. I feel great. Thanks for asking. Season's going great. Body's feeling great, man, and I'm motivated. Such a young team going on right now. I like the chemistry of what we have in the clubhouse. These guys are young, hungry, ready to grind, and want to win, and it's great to be a part of it.
You think you guys are going to be in this situation at the start of the season? Because there was a lot of talk about you possibly getting traded, and teams that win don't trade studs like you.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it was a lot of buzz out there. Don't know where I'm gonna end up, but at the end of the day, AC did a tremendous job. Keep me in there and me buying into it, and also, everybody's looking somewhere else, like the big other teams, and nobody thinks about the Red Sox. And here we are, we're playing a great baseball, and it happens so fast, so quick for these young guys to just. Once this, I feel like they start to believe that they can be a part of such a great thing. Things start to picking up.
Kenley, long time no see. First of all, since I saw you Saturday, so good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
Appreciate you coming on. What does AC do? Because I played against AC. He was like a little gnat, a little pest. He'd come up there, foul off 20 balls, then get a hit, and you're like, man, how'd that guy get a hit off of us? And then I played against him when he was coaching. Then I played against him. Now I get to talk to him as a manager. So what does he do? Because I've talked to him, and I've known AC forever. I've known his brother, Joey, forever. But what does AC do and tell you guys that makes you feel like you're Superman? Because, again, going into this year, everyone's like, this team's going to suck.
Yeah, I mean, AC, man, to be honest with you, that's a real player's manager. I feel like it's a guy that played this game for a long time, and he know how hard the game is, and the way how he talk to you in things, and make you buy into it. So he's really good at it. And so far so good, man. He makes these young guys believe. So we have a couple of team meetings that he did, especially after we won the series against the Philly and the Yankees, and we had that team meeting in Toronto. And you know how it is sometimes when you play good teams like that. And no disrespect to Toronto, but Toronto's having a tough year this year. But after you come winning two big series like that, and you're gonna face Toronto, things can go bad in a hurry. But he keep us together, and we can't take the foot out of the gas. So like I said, man, he really make you butt in into things. So he's really good at it.
All right, so what are we looking forward to with the whole Netflix, John, that you got going on? Has it been fun? Has it been a little intrusive? Is it something that needs to stay and every team needs to do it? Let us get a little inside info on the Netflix.
Well, maybe I might not be the great guy on those things, and I can't be saying. I mean, it might be good, but I can't be that player that say that. Because I'm kind of like, I'm here, they're there, and when I'm here, they can't be here. When you know what I'm saying? So to me, for me, it's a little bit too much, but I can see it works, for these young generations. They kind of like it, but for me, knowing that I'm gonna have a tough job to do, a lot of not saying pressure, but it's you know how it is sometimes to get the last three outs, and you don't want those extras to be bothering you and next to you. I just want to focus and do my thing. That's who I am. I think I came to a era that just try to do your thing, and now I think it's baseball starting to change a little bit. I think these young guys really like it, but for me it doesn't. I don't feel like it's working, and all respect, I like it for fans to see what's going on inside, but for me it's a little too much for me. So I just want to get in and do my job, get my work in, and get out. So that's what I'm simple.
Kenley, how do you compare this market to LA's market? You know, on this topic of getting extra attention on Boston this year with those cameras around you, is it crazier than it was for you in LA? And of course, LA this year has Ohtani, so I'm sure some of your
Yeah,
friends that are over there say it's been nuts.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been prepared already for my 12 years of playing. I've been building like this. You know, LA is such a big market, and Boston is a huge market too. So it's very iconic, historic franchise, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad to be a part of both of them. So, like I say, it don't bothers me, but for me, it's just I'd rather to be alone and just do my thing and do my job well. So that's how I try to find my spot. But I think it's good, man. It's good for fans. Probably gonna see the inside of what we do for a living.
All right, Kenley, two questions I have for you. One is on Netflix. Who's the Red Sox it's most made for? Tristan Casas, Jaron Duran, Rafael Devers, or is there someone we're not thinking of that's like made for this show?
I think Tristan is probably definitely made for this show. I think these guys. That's what I'm saying. They love it. They probably love it. They're enjoying it. Um, I think our bullpen guys, I'm not sure. I speak for myself, but there's few guys that kind of feel like Tanner Hawk. I think is made for it too. Um, yeah, I don't see Davers yet in it, but yeah, there's few guys out there just loving the show.
Okay, so then, all right, enough of the Netflix because you just are like, all right, just get this. I could tell you're like, just get this camera out of my face. I don't care, but that's cool. I get it. As a veteran
Yeah,
guy, you have that right. Now,
yeah.
let me ask you this: you and Craig Kimbrel are basically tied in saves. Do you guys call each other and say, "I one upped you," and then Craig call you back and say, "Hey, guy." Hey, Kenley, I'm one ahead of you on the all-time list. So you guys go back and forth every day because it's like he gets 435, you get 436, then he jumps you to 437. So you guys
Yeah.
ever call each other and say, dude, I got you. Let's go.
I don't have contact like that with Craig, but every time I see him, I show him love and respect. That's a guy that me and him been doing it for such a long time, and it's a guy that's pushing me. From far. We never played with each other, but watching what he's doing, and I want him to continue to keep doing what he's doing, and to for us to feed on each other. So that's the thing that I could say for me that by watching Craig and how he's competing, and we're all in the race to try to get to 500 saves. It's great. It's a great motivation. It just makes you like wanting to compete, and it's just a healthy competition. Far, far, far away in the same division, but like I say, I have a lot of respect for Craig. He's doing it for such a long time, and it's a motivation that I want to compete with him and be the best of the best.
You are the best of the best. You've had an incredible career. Not that it's over yet, but from the time you started till now, what
Hmm.
has Major League Baseball gotten wrong that's hurt your fellow pitchers, that's hurt your opportunity as a pitcher to have success? Like what would you change that maybe Major League Baseball, like making the smaller balls or the sticky stuff? What do you feel like you would push back against to help boost your Hall of Fame candidacy?
Like I say, I think I'm being open about this. It's nothing that hey, I make an adjustment with pitch clock, but I think is if we can just make some adjustments there, like tweak adjustment. I want games to be fast too. I don't want to be slow like I was my last 2 years before pitch clock either. But I think that we can step off sometimes when nobody's on base, and you gotta figure out like something to have us like step off, take a break, and you know how it is. Recovery is huge, so I think that can basically like um, get people hurt, like injury prone quicker. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think for me doing it such a long time, and I could tell that it took me a while to adjust to the pitch clock, and especially how you have to try to figure out to manipulate the clock to get a break for you to like recover and try to basically, you know, throw it at 100%, you know, effort. So I think that's the only thing I probably feel like maybe could be better. The pickoffs, also the first base, you know, instead of 2 times, I feel like, you know, that is also, you know, hurting a little bit. I get it. We try to create, you know, excited in baseball, you know, more base stealers. But yeah, those are the things probably for me. And the most thing I will say is when closers nowadays getting blown saves when we in the extra innings with that runner at second, I think that's not
Mm.
fair to closers also too. So to me, it should be like maybe if you're up by two, it's a safe situation or something like that. But if we're up by one and you give up that run that's not yours, it's a blown saves. That's to me, you know, it doesn't make sense. So maybe something like that you fix also too.
I see you working. I see you working with, trying to save your save percentage. I like it. I like it. That's not a bad thing. Okay, trust me. There were ways where when I was catching, and you're a former catcher. Pitchers were a little
Yeah,
slow to the plate. You try to manipulate it. Oh, I didn't throw that one. So what's my percentage throwing the guy out when I actually throw it? Right. So do
yeah.
stolen bases affect you at all when you're closing? Because guys have always talked about for years. If you get on Kenley, you can run, but you can also be quick. So is there a part of you that just says, all right, I'm going to get the next two guys out, even if someone does steal second, or has it ever affected you?
No, so in the beginning it was probably, and probably when we didn't have all these rules like with the pitch clock and we can only pick off twice. You know, I didn't as much work on my game to protect the runner at first, but I really take it serious this offseason when we have you know, all these implements, rule implements. We have you know, now that you only can pick twice at first, you know, I really work on my game to try to make quality pitch and also protect that run, keep him at first. You know, I'm gonna be a guy that whatever Major League's gonna do, I'm gonna try to make adjustment and be good at it. And I feel like that's why I got good this year. That I'm starting to hold in runners that you don't see runners. You know, if they try to steal, like I think majority of them got out a second. Especially we got two good catchers like that we have right now, throwing the ball well. You know, and Reese McGuire in corner one. So yes, I've been taking it serious this offseason of try to um, go quicker to home plate to protect that run and not advance a second.
Do you feel as dominant on the mound as you used to? I mean, when you first came up, I was first coming up to the big leagues also, and it was
Hmm.
like, what? Like 97 was your bad day, and you were just sitting 99 with I felt like you had extra cut, extra rise on your
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Now you can turn around and you might not even look at the velocity because you sit 93 to 97. Do you still feel as dominant, or do you feel more dominant now?
I honestly think I feel more dominant now because I don't feel insecure. I think I was a very young, insecure guy coming up, you know, from being a catcher to you know, throw like what 40 innings in minor leagues, and they put me in the big leagues, and I'm learning and fast paced in the big leagues. So, as good that I was doing it, I was the insecure. But I think everything comes with when you struggle, right? So, how can you bounce back from, you know, adversity? So, I feel like you know, from growing up to all those, you know, make me a better pitcher now and more experience. So, whenever you get in a jam or a situation, you kind of know how to kind of try to slow the game down and know, you know, try to not be stubborn too much on the mound when guys are on your heater, or when you gotta throw off speed, when you gotta throw your two seam, and you know, to protect my cutter. So I feel like now I'm a more complete pitcher, and definitely if I have to pick the Kenley back then, I pick the Kenley now. So I like how I am right now.
Hey, Kenley, I don't know if you follow Josh Hader's story at all, but he
Yeah.
was used as a Swiss Army knife with the Brewers early in his career. It'd be like sixth inning. They're like, all right, let's bring him in for three. what happened was, I mean, the story's well documented. He got to arbitration. The Brewers were like, well, he doesn't have saves, so he shouldn't get paid. And this was from the league as well. So he went to the Brewers and essentially said, okay, well, I'm going to be a closer now then. You can't just, do whatever you want with me because it could lead to injury and it's not as valuable. And I'm one of the best relievers in the game. Now he signed with the Astros, a big deal. He's been used, in multi-inning situations. Curious for your take on how, he's gotten some flack. He's a friend of the show from fans that were like, you should just do whatever the team wants. But you've been in a situation too in the past where you're like, hey, I should be closing. This is the spot where I'm going to not only perform the best, but be in my best health. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, of course. I see many guys that, do like multiple innings. And listen, if you ask me, I'll do it. But I came from an organization that was very smart about it, right? So the Dodgers was really good about it, but they was very smart of, protecting my health also too. So they know when to push me and they know when to back off. And there's other teams out there too that, push guys and, you see a lot of guys. I mean, we see a lot of guys was so good at it and blown up, and the career got shortened up to 4 or 5 years. So, you can't get mad what Josh just said. He just tried to protect his health and to take care of his family. So, that's important. We're playing this game. We're throwing our life out there to, help teams win, but also, we have family that we have to take care of too. So I can't be mad with him that he just tried to take care of his family also too. But in situations, for me, if I speak for myself, it's gonna be a situation that I'm gonna be like, all right, let me go multiple here. Like the days that I called down when we played the Yankee series in Fenway, see our guys doing a great job, but also, I feel like I was the fresher guy in the pan that, it's time for me to get multiple innings to save my guys also too. So you just gotta be smart about it, and that's the one thing is communication based with your manager. So me and AC is doing a great job with that. That hey, if you want to push me, fine. But when I ask for protection, also too, you're gonna protect me. So and that's what it has to be. For you to keep doing it on a long base on a long time in your career.
Because you know yourself, and that's something that people don't always lean on. Do you want to end your career as, say, a Dodger? Do you have any like nostalgic, like I'd love to finish my career out there, see what they're doing, or is there anything like that in your future?
To be honest with you, if I have to speak for myself, yes. I want to see myself retiring in Dodger blue, but is it a reality? No. I don't know because I don't have control over that, and also I don't know what they're thinking. And at the end of the day, it's a business, right? So I wanted to compete, and if teams out there wants to compete for championship, that's what I want to do. I want to chase championship, and um, whoever wants me on their roster when I'm a free agent, and give me the best deal for me and my family, that's where I will go. But also too that yes, Dodgers will have that edge, but is it realistic? It can happen also, yes, but is it? Who knows? We don't know. So at the end of the day, I look out what's best for me and my family also too.
All right, Kenley, before you go, I got two quick comments for you. One, when you used to come into California Love, that was unbelievable. So that makes perfect sense. Yes, you should, I don't think you could do that in Boston, come out to California Love. I don't know what they might riot in Boston. And then second of all, Eric Kratz, 0 for 1 with a punchy off you. Me, 1 for 1 with a base hit. So
Hey, there you go.
I'll take it.
No,
I'll take it.
yeah.
At least
Mine.
I went down swinging.
I think I faced you in Atlanta, right? Not with the White Sox, right?
No, you faced me in 2011. I just looked.
Oh, 2011. Oh, wow. That's with the White
Yeah.
Sox. Yeah.
I played against Kenley in 2009 as a catcher when you were with Netherlands. You guys played like a warm-up game or something, like not one of the real WBC games, but and you didn't even fit in your catcher's gear. You look like you were wearing my little son's catcher's gear. It was just covering your like sternum. That's all it was covering. I was like, golly, but you didn't throw a single ball in the 3 innings you played from anything but your knees. I was like, that's a good arm, Poppy.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, man, it's hard to believe that I told Deshaun Watson that let me go home, let give him a release when he wants to switch me, and till today, he still texts me. You know, like he just texted me yesterday, and you know, he's like, "How about that?" And he always throw it in my face. You know, like that's the best decision you did for your family, kid. So I love Deshaun. I love Logan White. Man, those two did tremendous thing for me in the Dodgers when they was with the Dodgers, and you know they look out for me and they give me that tough love, and here I am today. So they built me very well. So I will be so appreciative from them, and you know I have to say thank you to them that you know they make my dream come true today. That even that I thought that I was a catcher and I'm a 300 hitter in the big leagues, y'all can see it, pull it up. You know, so. But yeah, I mean, sure. I never thought I'm gonna have over 400 saves, man. This is a quite blessing, so I'm enjoying it.
All right, Kenley, I got to ask you before we get you off of here. Best Dutch player, Dutch baseball player, because there's a lot of them.
That's easy.
And Blyleven doesn't count because he's not really Dutch.
No.
Who's not counting, you say?
Blyleven doesn't count.
Oh man, best Dutch. I mean, we consider ourselves Dutch also too, right? So
No, I'm talking about Curacao, the whole thing, Aruba, the whole, you know, all the guys, Profar, Bogarts, all you guys that were kind of together.
I will still today, because my up respect that I have, I will say Andrew Jones, man, because at the end of the day, he's the one that opened up, you know, paved the way for us today that we see a lot of guys, whether it's 2 homers that he hit in the World Series, is NLCS against the Cardinals. I mean, a kid like 19 years old doing his things, 10 Gold Glove, and should be a Hall of Fame in my opinion. So I will say Andrew Jones.
Good answer.
It's a good call. Very good call. Kenley, this was awesome, man. Really appreciate the time. Really good conversation. The fans loved it. Thank you. And we'll be watching. And enjoy the All-Star break, too. You should be in. That's another story. But enjoy the All-Star break. I know you got some fam time with the kiddos.
Yeah, I'll be in LA enjoying it. So,
hey, by the way, have
Thanks so
you you read any of those books behind you, or are they just for show?
Oh no, those are my kids to read it. You know, they need to be smart, not me. You know, so
they're not all going to rack up 500 saves. So yeah, that's good. That's good. We're staying here for a couple minutes while the other audience on TV is chilling. We've got Todd Father with the full setup. So this is how the original Manscaped kit gets sent, and that's a nice message there too.
Your balls will thank you. Hey, it's the truth.
What is that? Your balls will thank you.
Yes.
All right,
Good,
dudes.
Great kit.
So Manscaped has their newest package, the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. That includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, which you can see in there. That's the big boy taking up the most space, not the model 2 spots to the right of him, okay? It's the 5th generation trimmer featuring 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Also has the dual LED spotlights to provide contrast on multiple skin tones, 3 length setting combs, and best of all, waterproof for you. So there's free gifts in there. Behind all of the cool stuff that Todd Father was showing, there's the boxers and the Shed travel bag. So you can get a piece of this. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with the exclusive offer, 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use code FOUL, FOUL20. It's summertime at Manscaped. And AJ, I think I took apart some of your Manscaped package.
Equipment.
So,
you took it. I got it and you took it, so I don't have one. Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.